check. This is live from LA. This is Smart and Mild. We out here.
Smart and Mild.
We outside.
Out motherfucking side. Outside, inside, whatever. This is episode 20 some shit. And,
yeah, we're not going to say anymore.
We're not going to say anymore because we keep getting...
I messed it up on the last one. No. I'm all right.
It's all good. It's all good. We're good. We're clear. We're ready to move on from that. But we had a very special episode, our past episode. Past few episodes.
Yeah.
We had a guest on. He was really good.
Monster comedian.
Up
and coming, crushing it.
He's gonna be really good. I'm really excited about that episode to come out very soon. This is obviously the future. So
Mark Chris, he's crushing it though.
Yeah, he's crushing.
He's putting literally together one of the best shows in Los Angeles right now at Supernova Comedy.
Yep.
We got our sunglasses on. It's a Hollywood night.
Yep.
We're going out there tonight for Faisal's birthday.
Yep. Faisal Lawrence. We had him on our show that we actually just released. He's also an upcoming very big comedian coming up. And we're excited for him, and we're going to go celebrate his birthday. It's going to be fun.
It's a good list of comedians. We got a bunch of good friends going out with us. It's a beautiful night.
We got a whole squad, army. I think are we getting famous? Is that what it is? Are we becoming popular?
TikTok Cam, the Chiro God, King Cam _1. I don't know what you got to say. He's been buying up the block.
Yeah, the whole block. In a half.
Taco spots, gyms,
sports clubs,
the Hype House.
Yeah, we bought it.
Yeah, so you've been living in all these places. It's bizarre.
We bought it and it was whack. So I put in lights in it, and we started turning on the lights and making it flicker. It was fun. It was really fun.
So how do you feel? This at the episode of this? I think we got to jump right into it. COVID Cam is in the house.
COVID Cam isn't back in the fucking house. Okay, so this is some bullshit. This is post Cam COVID, post Cam COVID Cam, whatever. I caught COVID like 2 weeks ago. Okay, it sucked.
Survived.
It felt like I had a little bit slight, fever, whatever, for a day.
Do you think you're a trendy guy? Do you think you had Delta?
I probably did. I had Delta 8, Delta 9, whatever it was.
Because if you had Delta, you're trendy. Yeah. If you had the old shit,
I'm weak as fuck.
You're so late to the party.
Yeah, I'm late. Like, I'm just like, I'm pretty sure I had to have Delta because at this point, what it was. And I know who I got it from. And I don't know what to say, but the person I got it from was vaccinated. I just want to say that. I just want to say that part.
Vaccinated.
The person I got it from was vaccinated.
Continued running around the city.
All that shit. So
we can't talk about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. We're no snitches. But it is a little funny that everyone's going out with their chest out. They're like, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Are you sure about that? Because I got it from someone who was fucking vaccinated, and he felt a little bit of symptoms too. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I was talking to a buddy last night. He got vaccinated, got it, had it for 8 days, and he said it was actually even pretty bad with the vaccine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. You're pretty bad, huh?
But we got symptoms. This is Delta Boy in the house now.
Yeah, Delta Boy, Delta 8 boy, and we're clear. We're clear and we're good to go.
So this is the 8th version of Delta? Why is it the Delta 8?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know.
Delta Airlines, please sponsor us. We are here throughout the entire pandemic.
Yeah, but we're waiting.
We'd love to have a sponsor in you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely inside of you. But this is post-COVID Cameron boy, and I am coming back stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit dumber, but much stronger than ever. And we're really excited for this next coming episodes and the next.
Your energy is high today. I don't know if it's the caffeine. Yeah. I don't know if it's the Truly.
No.
But maybe you are like that one interesting variant that actually has more energy after COVID.
More energy after the fact. Yeah. I have been sitting in my fucking room quarantined for days and days.
With your 80-year-old roommate.
Yeah. So I have a full-blown surplus of energy that's just been fucking sitting inside of me, just waiting to be released. Now I'm going into the world just horny and fucking agitated.
Is your roommate a friend of the program?
No, he's not.
So how is it having an old roommate when you're dealing with COVID?
I mean, it is a little scary because I don't want to freaking give it to him. You know what I mean? But we talked about this before. That's how you get the place. Yeah. But sometimes, but then I got to put in some paperwork.
You do have empathy because we're empathetic hearts. We're Christians.
Yeah, we're Christians. And then and then I got to go through the paperwork of this is why I got the apartment. And then there's attorneys and lawyers and all that stuff like that. I don't really want to talk to those people right now. Maybe later, But I just kind of stayed away from him. I didn't want to go too close, whatever the case may be. And he doesn't have COVID. He's fine. He's vaccinated. And I think he'll live. I hope.
So, what the most beautiful part about this on Smart and Mild, we are waxed and we are naturally vaxxed.
Vaxxed, yeah.
We are out here. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. And we got the shot. We got the shot. We got the 3-pointer. We got the half quarter. And then we got the gay shot. So we are shotted up. So we're ready to go. So Vax and waxed.
So let's jump into the Olympics is going on.
Yep.
Nobody's watching it.
No.
I think Trump voters are mad about some people taking knees.
Yep.
Liberals think the American flag looks like a Nazi flag.
Mm-hmm.
So no one is watching this.
The basketball sucks. I mean, no one's watching it.
No one. I have not watched one element of the Olympics yet.
Right.
And I don't know anybody that has.
Yeah, me neither.
And
yeah.
it's, you know what? I think that's a little bit messed up. That might be in a Los Angeles thing.
Yeah,
it might be this like cloud of this cloak that we live in.
Yeah.
But Simone Biles.
Yeah. She pulled out. She pulled out of the Olympics due to mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting. You know, I'm not gonna jump on the ball criticizing her. That was a little bit weird. You know, the sports that she's in, gymnastics, it comes down to like the millimeter of your movement, and you're like it comes down to all these different things that play.
Yeah.
And that's a tough sport, man. You got to be. It's very young girl sport, like young girls like ending at like 24 years old.
How old is she? She's
plus
like 18?
She's like maybe 23, 24.
Okay. So that's pretty old in that sport.
That might be the end of it.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I don't think you have 28-year-olds doing gymnastics, right?
No.
It's literally 15.
It's a young girl sport for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now she got pulled out because she mentally said that she just is not there.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Which I think that probably we don't give enough value to the fact that Olympics is just as much mental as it is, even though these are the most physically superior athletes in the world. They're probably physically superior because they're mentally superior as well. Right. Now, if it was a guy, I think we'd be ripping on him a little bit harder.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've seen, so the people that was giving her shit was Charlie Kirk and Pierce Morgan.
Sure. People that don't play sports and probably never did. Okay.
But what the funniest thing that I think about the whole thing is, most programs like ours, huge podcasts, are talking about, well, I can't believe everybody's giving her shit, but we're not going to give her shit.
We're not going to give her shit.
But I don't think that many people are actually giving her shit.
Yeah,
I feel like most people are going, okay, I've dealt with mental health, blah, blah, blah. I'm not an Olympic athlete. I can't. No one's. What world do we live in now that people really are getting all over this, other than the random Russian trolls on Twitter that want our country to rip apart?
Right, but think about the people that are the only people that are qualified to give Simone Biles shit is someone who's like a world-class athlete at minimum.
Michael Phelps,
minimum,
and not even like an Olympic athlete. You have to be the top of the top.
Top of the top.
But she was running around with a goat thing.
Yeah, right. She was running on the goat in the shoulders, which I mean that does kind of come back to bite you a little bit.
But she could take maybe a bit off of Michael Phelps. And that other girl who was smoking weed.
Yeah.
And that's how you chill out.
Dude, when she was doing her post interview, she was like very like uptight and very like, oh my God. Like if she smoked a little bit of weed, I don't know. I'm just saying she might get her hits right. I'm just saying. But
now, I think one of the reasons she even stayed as in the Olympics as she did, some of the conversation around it is that she is the last girl of the rape coach. And she had a personal friend, a teammate that definitely got abused by this guy. And she knew the more that she stays in the game, the more the pressure would go on him. Yeah. So I got to give her a little bit of love for that. But if she was a dude, I feel like we'd be ripping on her like Kevin Durant.
Well, I mean, that is I would say that's a little bit true. You know what I mean? But I mean, hey, like that's just a tough sport, and but pulling out because of your mental, hey, I think it's important. You know what I mean? You've seen some of the clips. There was a little messy uppy a couple times. And it is what it is. No, it is what it is. And she wanted her team, the American team, to go on to win, and they won silver. Good for them.
Wait, we don't clap for silver. It's America.
Not the American
we clap
standard.
For gold.
Not the American standard, but. Whatever.
We golf clap for silver around.
Yeah,
here.
golf clap. But hey, she did her thing. The Olympics is already over. Like her things of the Olympics part is already over.
No, so the team element was over.
Yeah,
and then she just today dropped out of the individual.
Oh, I didn't know she dropped out of individual.
She dropped out of individual today.
Oh, that's interesting.
Before she was like, "Hey, my head's not right. I don't want to put on for my team. I know these girls got it without me."
It's a tough one.
And now is there any element that did anyone not get to go because she went?
I don't know, but whoever was in fourth place is really fucking pissed about that, I'm sure.
Because that would be the only weird thing. If you knew that you weren't in like the right headspace going in, and then you got there, then you dropped out, and then there might be somebody sitting at home in like Ohio.
Yeah, the runner-up.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know how that. I honestly have no idea how that works.
Yeah, but
I don't think she deserves any criticism. I'm just. trying to honestly pick apart and say, is there a place that it is kind of weird if I'm in the Olympic Village? And they can't have sex in there because there's cardboard beds.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe because no one can sleep. You know what I mean? And that's what they want to do.
Blame the beds.
I bet the people that were actually Tokyo athletes, the Japanese athletes, probably had like very plush beds, but they gave everyone else like fucking cardboard beds.
Blame Japan.
Blame Japan for this, actually. You know? Blame the water that they're drinking. You know, they still got radiation in that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're probably serving up to the Olympic athletes. That's why they're dropping out. And that's why U.S. can't win shit. You know what I'm saying?
Finally makes sense.
We got messed up water. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, as an American, you have to support her through the end.
Yeah.
Pierce Morgan's not, so he's talking
He's
about.
He's not even American. He's
he didn't
British.
get to call it.
And Pierce Morgan, who the fuck? Like, dude, like, you don't give criticism about sports when you never played sports. Like, stop. Like, fully stop. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So like, Pierce
and
Morgan's
then also, Charlie Kirk is only a politics guy.
Yeah.
You don't. Eggheads can't be talking about.
Can't be talking shit.
Sports.
Can't be talking shit.
Get out. Like, stay in your own lane.
Yeah, dude. If I or me can beat them in a race, they should not be talking shit about people in sports.
Yeah. So Charlie Kirk, go suck
Trump's
dick,
and
move on.
Move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what was it? Charlie? Was it Pierce Morgan? Whatever the fuck is who's talking shit? Pierce Morgan. Go suck the Queen's dick and go fuck off. You know, simple as that. Stop commentating on American shit like we even like you. We don't, okay?
But go suck back. Our queen's dick, Caitlyn Jenner.
That's right. Our queen.
Because in America, we got queens with dicks.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we back them and we vote for them too.
Yeah, Kardashians are our royal family. That is one of the most important topics of our show at all time.
Of all time.
Now, another family member of the show that I feel like we have been caring for, loving on, showing support since the end, and I think we honestly maybe started.
The trend. Yeah, we started.
It's I don't like that it's a trend now. When we started, it was a movement.
Yeah, because we started. Yeah. Because we showed up in support for our girl Britney Spears.
Free Britney.
And suck Britney's dick. You know what I mean? Like, this is what needs to happen so she can get boosted and she can win her court case.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do. Happen.
She's getting a little bit racy though on the Instagram page.
I love it.
So you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
And now, everyone looked at me weird when I was like, oh, I bet she's just trying to get out of conservatorship to get an OnlyFans.
Yeah, okay.
And then everyone's looking at me like, LJ, you're a disgusting person.
But
and then now she's turning her Instagram into an OnlyFans. And what do we want to do about it? She's in the conservatorship.
That
fine. Conservatorship turns off. OnlyFans for Britney Spears is coming out,
dude, and she's gonna make millions, and I'm gonna buy in a subscription. Like, I am gonna go in there. Like,
it's gonna feel like a GoFundMe.
I've been waiting for Britney Spears to get naked since 2001. Like, I'm like excited for her to start something like that. I don't care if she's 56, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You subscribe. Go all up in there.
So Britney, we love you. We support you. Free you.
Free Britney.
I don't like that it's a trend, but I love the movement.
I gotta love it, and I'm really excited for her to start an OnlyFans. So, like, I'm ready to see those tits poppy outy. You know what I'm saying? For conservatorship, no more conservatorship. Free the nipple. You know what I'm saying? Free everything.
Okay.
So I'm just excited.
Okay, settle down.
I'm just excited. We have somebody coming over to our house right now who's asking for the address.
Okay. Little text.
Let me send a little text. I don't know your address, but I can't disclose it right here. Hold on. Cut this part. Make sure you cut this part.
No, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
This is an important part of the episode.
So
we're gonna come back.
What else do we have going on this week? So we have
a next topic.
Biden has now opened he's made federal mandate that everybody in the federal government has to do a mask. Anybody with a federal position.
Oh, a mask.
No, not a mask. Sorry, a vaccine.
Okay.
So now the federal government is mandating that you have to get a vaccine that they will not approve.
So the government is not vaccinating. California state is also mandating it for their state employees.
Well, yeah, anybody with a federally funded job has to get vaccinated, but the federal government still hasn't approved the vaccine.
Interesting, because like there's if only there was a branch in the government that will approves like, I don't know, like food, drugs. It has an administration over it,
and is abiding by science.
And
the way that Biden does.
Yeah, and it has to go through like a process,
like a scientific method,
a proven process to show that, like, okay, this is safe for the American people. It's funny how that still hasn't happened yet, and it's being mandated. That almost sounds like a huge lawsuit, but whatever.
It is. I love the whole idea of there is a complete thing of trust the science, but also this scientific organization, but is probably bought and paid for by different things.
Yeah.
But you would think they would actually be bought and paid for by the groups that are currently pushing the vaccine.
Right.
So it does show that we do at least have enough isolation in that space where these big pharma companies can't actually turn the FDA on its head to just do whatever they want willy-nilly.
Yeah.
There is some positive in that.
Wait. Here's a question. So why? So we keep listening to the CDC, but like, how come we're not listening to the FDA?
Yeah, well, I mean, those are two totally different things because the CDC is just talking about the virus, where the FDA would only be talking about the vaccine.
Interesting, because the CDC keeps pushing the vaccine.
Yeah,
and the FDA is has been quiet since I don't know how long.
I mean, the FDA just keeps on saying like, "Hey, like we are conducting the studies, but we just need more time because we can't give you actually like a real verdict on this yet. Wow. We don't know."
Wow. I mean, like, I just feel like we should at least be able to say like, "Hey, I'll wait to get the vaccine at least until it's FDA approved." Like, dude, because isn't that like the majority of like that should be like the standard, right? Like,
I mean, it's far past that though.
Should be the standard.
That's just not how it works.
Like I don't even. Like if something says like FDA recognized on like some label, I don't want it. I don't care if it's a lotion. Okay.
Yeah, you're that person.
I'm that person, and I'm not saying like I don't trust the FDA for everything, but I'm like, come on, like, I'm gonna look at that and be like, come the fuck on. Like, are you serious?
Isn't it funny that the hypochondriacs that would never buy something that wasn't FDA approved are now demanding that everybody
get vaccinated,
get something that isn't.
Right.
So, because like it's everyone that's a label checker that would make sure that would happen on any other product that they're buying is now going, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
And you should too.
Yeah. Ooh, it's the same people that like we talking about. Like they're like, don't trust the government, don't trust the government. And as soon as this shit happened, the pandemic happened, they're like, the government said what? Put a vaccine in your arm? Okay, no problem. And then make sure you get a vaccine. And then now like defending it too. They're like, oh, how come you don't have a fucking vaccine? How dare you put me at risk?
And that's where I'm like at this with it, where I don't think the vaccine's that big of a deal in the sense that I think that everyone could get it and you're going to be fine.
You should fine. Go ahead.
But I also am at the point where I do think my body is going to be fine without it.
Yeah.
And it seems as though the vaccine's more about my body than yours.
Right.
In the sense that it seems like it's only protecting me.
Right.
It limits my ability to transmit it to other people based on like this idea that once we thought that if the virus could pass through you and you could pass the virus without you knowing it. But now it sounds like it's more about the fact that if your body does well with the virus, it's less transmittable to other people.
Right.
Which means that it was passed less from asymptomatic people than we thought before, because that's what they're telling me with the vaccine. They're like, well, you're not going to be sick as long, so you're not going to be able to transmit it as long. I don't know.
I don't know.
I luckily was able to hang out with you while you had COVID, and you never passed it to me.
Yeah.
Like, I never got sick.
And you, by the way, you never passed it to me. Remember? When you had it.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is so weird how that works. And we spent a lot of time together in both situations.
Right.
It's a bizarre one.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. So it's like, and again, like out of all the times I've been around COVID, I ended up getting it from someone who was vaccinated. So it's like I have troubles believing the news and the science that keeps coming out. I believe the science, but I have trouble believing like the stories that keep coming out and the stories that keep being pushed and the people that defend on Twitter, because they really like have the back, like they back it as if they really like know 100%. And I'm like, no, I don't think none of us know what the fuck's going on. So like, let's leave it at that and stop arguing for things that we just don't know about.
Right. Because you can't get your scientific information from this program.
Right.
That would be a horrible idea.
Right. And so it's just, I just like on Twitter, like the people that are just like going back and forth, I pray for them. I really do. Because I mean, like I'm looking at them and they're just like really busting out the fucking seams at their head of like if someone goes against them saying that you should be vaccinated for whatever reason, regardless, even if they have the antibodies, they're like, how dare you not get the vaccine? And there's one article right now being pushed on Twitter, which is really funny. There's always like articles being pushed on Twitter through the CDC, and they're like, regardless, you get a vaccination even though after you had COVID, you must. And I go, well, I'm looking at the stories of to why, and then they can't tell me, they can't really tell me why. Yeah, I'm like, okay, interesting, but it's like, but you should.
Well, what's funny is, because they will preface it with, For example, like chickenpox. Your body is more immune towards chickenpox if you've had chickenpox. The vaccine for chickenpox is not as good as actually getting it naturally transmitted into infected into your body.
Right.
But for some reason with this particular virus, they're trying to claim the other.
Yeah.
And most case scenarios, that's not true.
It's not the case. Yeah.
So how is it now? It might be. It's certainly possible that because there's been so much focus on this vaccine, so many people competed to get it out, that all of like the largest nations and largest minds, energy and money and resources went into finding it and figuring it out. Maybe it is like the best thing that we've ever had.
Yeah.
However, that's not proving to be true.
Right.
Because the way that it's interacting with people.
Right. I just find it interesting, man.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's very weird. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing these stories that are going on right now, and how like if you mix your vaccines, you got to mix them now. That's what they're being dead serious. I thought they were like not.
So you do a little Pfizer, a little Johnson & Johnson, and a little Moderna.
A little AstraZeneca.
I get this. This makes sense to me.
Yeah, a little AstraZeneca, a little Pfizer, and then apparently it's 6 times more effective against the vaccine against the virus. So just like and then I saw one where like Pfizer, if you get a third one, then it's gonna last even longer. So like.
I like this.
Like, even forget the traditional science about getting vaccinated. Fuck all that. Mix your vaccines. Have a little wooden stick and just mix them. Put them in a little bowl. And for the AstraZeneca, put the Pfizer one in there. Have a little Johnson chaser, and just put all the bitches in there.
The AstraZeneca one, that's for the wild boys.
That's for the wild boys.
Because that's like someone who's like, oh yeah, I sometimes do a little fentanyl with my coke.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, you're willing to cut it dirty.
And you like it. You're like, yeah, it's fun. Like, I have a fun night when that happens.
I haven't met an AstraZeneca person yet, but I know that's a wild boy.
Yeah, you haven't met them because they're fucking twitchy. They're just like, they got put back in the house.
I would want AstraZeneca, though, I think, if I got it.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, the stability of a Moderna.
Yeah, I don't want no bitch-ass Johnson & Johnson, a family company vaccine. I don't want any of that shit. So I mean, they're like dead serious. They're like, just mix them. Mix them, and then you'll be fine. So that's what's happening inside.
I actually like that. Yeah. That's something I can jump on.
Yeah. And then you got like you got freaking the Pfizer third shot that I was telling you about. The boosters
are gonna be happening all year.
It's not even the booster. They're just like, no, you get a third. You get a third one.
That's a booster.
Like what are we doing? What are we doing?
We're doing 3 shots.
So
you're gonna probably have 3 shots tonight. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna have 3 shots.
And you
tonight.
probably will be tequila, vodka, whiskey, mixing it.
Yeah, and that's a disaster. But I know that, and I know that. You know, at least I have the wherewithal to fucking know that. You know, but people that are just like in their medical community, they're like, no, we don't know that. Like, just put it in. Put it in.
God, I'm gonna literally have to break up a fight tonight with Cam.
Yeah, we're fighting people. The governor has been turned the fuck off, son. I have been sitting here in my room for way too fucking long.
Just play it Switch.
Yeah, just playing Switch on my phone on YouTube videos, just going like getting the history. It got so bad that like even the recommended videos, I was sick and tired of it. I was like, what the fuck, YouTube? You recommended me something better. This is bullshit. So. I'm just saying, like, don't be bored for too long because you're gonna end up like me and getting arrested tonight. So I mean,
seems like it gets a little scary.
It's gonna get a little crazy. So, do you hear about Sean King deleting his Twitter?
Wait, why would that happen?
I don't know. Like, I guess like I guess he got like too hot or something. Like he's always tweeting and causing controversy and causing fights. But that's his brand. Yeah. But I guess like he got too hot and he deleted his shit, man. I don't know what happened there.
So everyone's just still sitting around wondering why. And he
obviously
hasn't released a statement on it because it sounds like he don't want to talk.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But but everyone's just talking shit to him. But that's what's always interesting, right? Like I think about this. Like when people they're just like, oh my god, like people are attacking me, and they go in interviews and they're depressed and they're crying on those interviews.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, because of people. You just kept attacking me on Twitter and Instagram and on social media and this and that. Did you know you could just delete your account and fuck off?
It's actually kind of a cool move.
Yeah, like it's not like in real life, like when people are bothering you, like it's in person, they're at your house, they have nowhere else to go, all this shit. But like when people are on Twitter attacking you, saying all time, no matter what the fuck they're saying, you can just delete that shit and move on. I just find it interesting.
Yeah, we'll probably have to delete this show one day.
Maybe, right? So I just find it interesting, all those like people that are just like crying on interviews all the time with their big tits, and then they're just like, oh, how come me? What was me? And I'm like, yeah, you could have just fucked off. So I don't really care. I don't know if I care. I don't give a shit. So
I mean, I want to know why.
You know?
But I think we just live in a time where now, for example, like with that Tucker Carlson thing, did you see that at all? Where, you know, he gets
the dude came up to him.
Yeah, guy came up to him in like a gun shop,
Montana, or
something like that. Yeah. And I think people are becoming a little bit more bolder to just come up and say like "f you" in public.
Yeah.
One, I think you should always be allowed to say "f you" in public.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily like the boldest thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole like 3 hand claps for that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, like that's not like that interesting to me.
That doesn't.
But the fact that whether or not it's inappropriate for him to do it, I think appropriate to do it, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
I just don't think he's really winning the whole situation by like, hey, hold my phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like make you look like an idiot.
Yeah, and
you could come up to him, I think, maybe a little bit calmer and be like, hey, I just think you're a fucking moron.
Yeah. And I feel like Tucker Carlson didn't come home and lose sleep that night. Like I don't feel like that happened.
No, I think for a guy like that, it's literally like
you're talking to a wall.
Well, no, but he also looks at it like I feel like Jake Paul would look at an argument that was on TMZ. He goes, wow, perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And now you gave me fuel for like literally a month of dialogue that I can have.
Yeah, the liberals are coming up to me now.
Yeah, and like the programming was getting slow. Like you made my week. I'm sure it's a good thing for him.
Yeah. And you can imagine he goes back to the Fox offices and then everyone's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. And then he goes back into this like on the screen and he's like, "The liberals are attacking me now, and I feel threatened." And all this shit. And then yeah, he didn't lose any sleep. He just gained.
It was funny that it was at a hunting and game gun shop though in Montana.
Yeah.
That like he found his liberal. Like archetype that is now going to come up to him and say fuck off.
Yeah.
When a lot of time Tucker Carlson's actually like fighting for that guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's not fighting for that motherfucker. So I don't know. It's just interesting, and yeah, people are gonna come up to it, but like there's also a level of no matter how mad that guy might say he is mad at him, can't do shit. You're gonna fuck around and hit Tucker Carlson. You're gonna lose your whole fishing license, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you're not gonna get his gamer tag.
Yeah, gonna get. So it's like I don't know. I almost rather just bash you on Twitter than go through all that. You know what I mean? It's like it sounds like a lot of work. So
it's a wild time though. The only interesting thing about like the Tucker Carlsons, the Charlie Kirks, and the Ben Shapiros, they're like obviously universally hated by the left.
Yeah,
but they are really pretty much the only people that you can identify as outspoken Republicans anymore.
Sure.
There's only like
a few,
maybe 10.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's those 3, and then it's Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Tommy Lahren got like knocked off.
Yeah. Who cares?
So you're gonna hate like literally one of the 3 figureheads that even talk about this anymore.
Yeah. I feel like when you're like the Tommy Lahren of the world, like you can like when you're that high, you can only burn for that so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she got overtaken by Candace Owens.
Sure. Yeah.
Which
is hilarious.
The right's sitting there and going, "We like what Tommy is saying, but it's not coming from the right person."
Right.
And so, in a weird way, they started to play identity politics against the left. They said, okay. You think you can only speak from like this particular lens? Yeah. We'll find someone with that lens and turn it on you.
A blonde girl, like everyone's like not listening. Like he's like,
they're like, well, we hate you. We don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, exactly. That was really interesting. It's interesting. Like I think that way from like that idea for like other things like comedy and stuff. Like if you're a hot like a torch, you can only burn for so long.
Yeah, you would think. But then you get like you get Jeselnik and Bill Burr, I guess, isn't really a hot flame though, is he?
Kevin Hart has been burning for a little while. He's been burning for a while. So I mean, he was a bit of a slow burn coming in, but now he's like hot. So
more like a Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon is like on fire.
Sure.
And like how long can you be that mad and that agitated?
Right. It can only last for so long.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I love to see it burn. I think it's fun. Like it's fun to see that fiery, new, bold, irreverent, knowing like that when he fucking knows he's got it.
Right.
And he just learned that you got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. But it is interesting to like because he had a long time coming up too. You know what I mean? So it's not like he just showed up to the scene. Like he's been doing it.
Yeah, he was grinding.
Yeah. So
he started late though.
Yeah,
because he's like if you think about it, like a Kevin Hart started when he was like what 17.
Yeah,
he was young. Already on the circuit.
Very young. Yeah.
Where I don't think he started till he was like 30 though. Tim Dillon, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think he got out of the insurance game when he was 28, and then he started doing tour buses.
That's right.
In New York.
That's right. Interesting. Yeah.
So, in a weird way, he's maybe 35 right now.
Yeah.
Kind of a quick blast.
Yeah, quick blast.
But it sounds like he's been on the grind though since he started.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a little bit. So I mean, good for him, and it's good, good stuff. But I mean, so what else are we talking about today? I'm curious. Are we talking because we got a comedian show that we're gonna go doing. We were supposed to do stand up last week. We didn't get the chance to
because you got COVID.
Because you got COVID. But we're gonna do it again because I am coming back like unhappy. I am unhappy about my time lost. Okay, I will make it up. Okay, and I'm coming back hotter and stronger than ever. Okay. So, COVID ain't gonna stop you, boy.
Yeah. So we're gonna start doing weekly Monday night stand-ups.
Yep. Really excited about that.
Try to do Wednesday as much as we can. We're probably gonna go to more comedy on Wednesdays than even do it.
Yeah, go on Wednesday. Show up on Mondays to actually do it. Just go wild.
Yeah, we got to do more than that.
And I got to make some more jokes too, because I have too many racist jokes. I think they're a little old now, and I got to make some new ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my old ones at the place, but then after next week, I gotta make some new ones.
Well, so. Do you watch the show Dave?
Before, I do, yeah.
Did you see the second season yet?
No.
I'm surprised with COVID. Dude, you were inside the house for 18 hours a day.
I took off Hulu because fucking Hulu was so boring. No, it was just so fucking boring. Like, I was like, Jesus. Other than Dave and like one other show, Hulu was boring as fuck.
The second season of Dave, and I feel bad to say this, kind of sucks.
Ooh.
It's just, you know how like Little Dicky, he likes to do the whole like, one, he's super irreverent. He loves he kind of likes middle school dick jokes.
Yeah.
Little Dicky's his freaking name.
Yeah, right.
So it's all feces and dick and semen.
Right.
And blah, blah, blah. It's that part of his comedy is not funny. But the fact that he's like this awkward white dude who's actually very good at rapping.
Yeah.
That's like the fun vibe.
That's the fun
with
part.
him. His new second season is all about how he's sad that everybody looks at him weird because all he does is dick jokes. It's like, dude, that's your name, your little name,
that's your
Little
whole
Dick.
thing. Yeah.
Like you started that long ago.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And now he's making us all feel weird about it by watching his show. And I want him to win, but you literally you're watching a show that's scripted of him walking through his depression. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, kind of depressing. We don't. I don't get this whole thing where like when people they're talking about like my depression and this and that. It's like, what's funny? People don't really give a shit, like it's like especially when you're like especially when it's like in a movie, scream film like that, whatever. Like people do give a shit, like if they're close to you and they're like whatever, we want to make you feel better. But people that aren't that close to you actually don't give a shit when people say like, oh, I'm depressed and all this stuff. I'm sorry, but like I'm just looking from the outside perspective.
I think people give you empathy, but in a weird. But when you are a consumer of something, you also want to like add light to it.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like listening to an artist when they're in their dark time. Yeah. Like when Kanye went sad.
Right.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Because you're like the whole album sad, dark, violent, demonic.
Right.
Where's the happiness in this? And you're like, what the fuck? Kanye?
And all I want to do is turn up.
I want the new Kanye.
Yeah, I just want to turn up and go party and
so I like it when an artist recognizes their humanity when they're like, yo, I've had depression, I've had anxiety. That's all great. I've experienced those things too, but then you gotta add a little levity to it. Yeah. When you're building like a TV show. Yeah. It's like Little Dicky's not cracking any jokes for the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, that ain't it. It's
like it's a comedy show.
It's a comedy show. Like yeah. Like if we go up as a comedians and we start telling everybody how depressed we are, like some comedians have done before.
And some of our episodes.
So some comedians have done before, right? And like the episode sucked. The show sucked. Mm-hmm. And because the person that's listening is like, yeah, we feel bad, but like, I don't really care. Like, I came here to laugh, not listen to your fucking sad story. I'm sorry, but like, I just came here to fucking laugh at this shit. I didn't pay $30 to fucking show up, look at you, going, don't give a fuck, okay? Dumb. So like fix your shit, make us laugh, and then fuck off. That's what we want you to do as an audience members. And I recognize that as a producer of content and producer of comedy. And so
maybe if it doesn't work out for us, maybe we could be Ebert and Roper of like comedy.
I'm down.
So we're talentless.
Just sit there
and sit and criticize.
Yeah, and criticize.
That would be fun.
And apparently you have a long career doing it. Like those guys are so old.
Did they ever make a movie?
I don't think so, but they were just old with their fucking big long cheeks, and then they're just mad about everything. And then like no one ever came out and be like, "Hey, you stupid motherfuckers,
make something." Fuck.
Yeah, like what are you doing criticizing everything when like you guys are just old fucks just making fun of shit, and you can't even you don't. What is a good movie? Tell me what a good movie is. You fucking make it. You told me what the fuck it is. And they're just like, yeah, no.
I could see like fuck Jonah Hill definitely losing his shit on that.
Yeah, I get that. I would lose my shit. Dude. I
think one of them's dead right now, so rest in peace.
Who cares? When I found out who Ebert Robert was, I was like, what the fuck? Why? Like same thing I feel about Rotten Tomatoes today. It's like why? Is it not? It's not a credible source anymore. No, it's horrible. It's horribly not a credible source anymore. Like, dude. Okay, for instance, right? Okay. I remember when the whole the controversy about the Dave Chappelle special came out, Sticks and Stones.
Oh yeah.
And then Rotten Tomatoes and their fucking editors shot that movie like they put that episode to like 0%. Like it was just horrible. It was horrific. And everyone who was like a normal human being watched it and laughed their asses off. Like this is the best special ever. This is the funny thing ever. And all they're fucking stupid woke. I don't want to say woke,
but it was like the 9-minute 46-second episode, right?
Yeah, and they're talking so much shit on it, right? But like, come back to like fucking I don't know. So, did you see the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah,
dude. I'm not gonna lie. Watching that movie, like, I with no context, is like the dumbest movie of all fucking planet. Like I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. This was way too fucking slow. And
that last scene is hilarious though.
No, it wasn't.
When he's torching him.
Yeah, that was hilarious when he fucking tortured. But if you didn't know what the fuck was going on beforehand in that movie, like you didn't know about the Sharon Stone and what happened with the Manson family. If you didn't know anything like I did, watching that movie is like the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, well, it took a long time to get to the scene.
Yeah,
and I think Quentin Tarantino likes that
slow burn.
Just wait for the load.
Slow burn. Yeah. And and I'm looking at the reviews for that movie, and it's like, oh great, and I'm like, Dave Chappelle's special was amazing, and this movie fucking sucked, based on no context. Now with context, I can understand it, and I get a little bit more
because it's like a historical play. It's like historical fiction.
Historical fiction, which okay, sure, fine. But like, so my point is like these comedy, like they have no credibility. They're biased, and they have like little people like in their little in their offices. They're like, you know what, we should say yes to this and no to that.
We could do that. I'm saying that was a good career.
It is. I'm saying it's great. We should totally do it.
Hater.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much complete with my topics. But if anything, I'm just gonna start some shit out of thin air. What's the debate over Trulies and what's the other drink?
There's High Noons.
White Claws, and High Noons.
White Claws, and then I think even more importantly, I am a fan of the Nelk Boys. We got to get some Happy Dads in here.
The Happy Dads were actually pretty tasty. I'm not gonna lie, they did kind of taste like a little like Trulies.
You had a Happy Dad?
Yeah, I had a Happy Dad. Remember?
I
sent you a picture. Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So were they better than a High Noon?
I would say better than a High Noon, but better than Truly.
Truly's by far the worst one.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that good, especially that regular lemonade one. And it kind of tasted like really fake ass lemonade, like the ones you not even from the Mexican fake grocery store. Like you get it from the back of the 99-cent store.
Woofda.
Like that's what that lemonade tastes like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really sad. So High Noons, in my opinion, are the best of that category. Happy Days were not bad though.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad though. Now that we're back going into full alcoholic mode,
I am back on sobriety.
You're back on sobriety.
I'm back on sobriety. Yeah.
Even tonight?
Yes, I'm back on sobriety tonight. You don't see me hanging out with you drunkards.
Wow.
Sitting around with Truly, just gargling down my emotions.
So are we doing Uber tonight, or are you driving us tonight?
I'm driving.
Okay, because I'm getting fucked up tonight. And the funny part is I'm
just very concerned of how much you've said that already.
I know. I haven't, like, it's funny because I haven't drank that much. I wasn't planning on drinking at all tonight, and the second I saw this Truly, and I was like, let's fucking go. So that's how you already know, like, this is already gonna end not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's okay. It is what it is. Ari's here, so you already know we're gonna get fucked up tonight. And then it's gonna go all the rails. So 100%. So we're excited about that.
What else we have?
Any other topics? Any other?
Yeah, well, I do want to give a little, like, a PSA.
Yeah.
To men out there who are, excited about the women they're with.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that you might not know is that when you put a ring on it, looking for wedding things happens the next day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the curly-headed overlay has our wedding completely planned already, and it's only been like 2 weeks.
Right.
I thought there was a kind of like a grace period of like you sit around, you think about it, you chat. No, like the letters are going out.
Yep.
We're putting like the bat signal in the sky.
Right.
We're looking at the venue on Monday.
Right.
Like things happen quick.
Right. And you got to think like girls we already know girls overthink everything. We already know that girls like think about they're very smart.
I didn't know it was like this. But this is different.
Out of all things, the wedding is taken care of because they thought about that shit since they were 4 years old, son.
Yeah. So so when you put a ring on it, boys, block off the next month. Yeah. Because you're gonna have that thing planned within a month.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
I'm trying to DJ my own wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She's not happy about that.
Oh, I'll DJ it. Jesus, you don't DJ your own wedding.
She doesn't think you're gonna be sober enough to keep it up.
I won't be sober enough, but I will pre-plan a
curly-headed overlord.
I will pre-plan a playlist so I can have it playing while I'm fucked up.
Lulu, he'll DJ our wedding.
I'll DJ it, but I'm gonna
He'll DJ it. He'll be the mic.
I'm gonna get a pre-playlist. I'm gonna make it ahead of time, so when I get fucked up, I won't have to touch it.
See, I told you that was my first thought. He's perfect.
I'll make it ahead of time.
She doesn't think you're gonna be sober enough.
I'll make it for 6 hours ahead of time, and I'll make different versions of it. So if the mood changes, we'll flip it to one. It'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And no other buttons.
She is not happy about this right now. We're gonna
the light guy.
Not me.
We'll find a light guy. We'll find a light guy.
This is Los Angeles.
We'll find a light guy.
We've got a gaffer. They're called.
They're
called a gaffer. We'll have a gaffer in the house.
Yeah.
And then Cam is already solemnly sworn that he's
1, 2,
not going to black out before the reception.
Maybe. What? I don't know. Okay. No, not during the ceremony.
I have not agreed for you to be on the mic during the ceremony at all.
dude, do not give me like imagine champagne during the ceremony. No. Okay, I'll hold it for the reception. Because I gotta give the mic when they say like, hey, does anyone want to talk about like Elof and LJ getting together? I'd be like, yeah, I motherfucking do. And then that's the first thing I'm gonna say.
You cannot swear on the mic before her mom goes to bed. Once mom goes to bed, things change.
Oh no! I'm gonna tell her mom ahead of time that I'm gonna curse on the mic and be like, "Yo, Mama Elof, it's going down tonight." Like I'm gonna say all the shit that I gotta say, and then and she's gonna be like, she's already gonna love me, right? She's gonna be like, "Wow, like Cameron, you're amazing, you're the best."
Dude, I was trying to sell you for the job. You're talking to the bride.
Yeah. I'm
not selling yourself.
I'm telling her.
I was literally ready to go. You were the first person I thought of.
Okay, fine. I won't talk during the ceremony, but I'll talk during the reception, and I will tell your mom ahead of time that I'm gonna curse. Okay, how about that?
I actually did want you to acapella "Here Comes the Bride" while we were walking down the aisle.
Just, here comes the bride
with a drop.
Yeah, just like drive.
So so I gotta tell you, I'm deep into planning.
Yep.
I didn't know that I would have all the colors, the flowers, the venue. Mm-hmm. The list is already getting tight.
Very tight. Yeah.
So things happen quickly. So just out there for the boys, just give you a heads up. You mark off that next month.
Yep.
That you're gonna have the thing planned.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
That's how it worked.
Right.
I literally thought you probably wait like 2 months before you talk about like the stuff.
Right.
But no, it's like 6 hours.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. We're really excited about y'all's marriage.
And everyone, all our listeners are invited.
Yep.
So we will release the day and the date.
Virtually. They're invited virtually. Invited virtually.
This is not a public event.
Okay, well, so we're going to discuss it.
We're going to have a public Zoom link. We're going to have a public Zoom link ahead of time. Yeah. For everyone else.
Because we are going to do a pod at the venue.
Yeah. On stage on the ceremony. You'd be like, we're here at the fucking LJ's and Elof's wedding. We're going to have a pod right in front of everyone.
Yeah. Like in between the ceremony and the reception, we'll do a quick pod.
Yeah, quick one. In our suits. Just be like...
We outside.
We outside. We getting married. That's what we're gonna say.
So that's what we're at. We're going out tonight. It's gonna be a beautiful night with all the friends.
Yeah, we're going about 10 minutes. We gotta get the fuck out of here so we can before we get to traffic.
Over and out. This is Smart and Mild, live from LA. Episode we don't even know anymore.
We don't fucking know. But love, peace, and chicken grease. We love you, and we're excited to see y'all tonight.